Most organizations have a hierarchical system illustrated by an organogram. However, no level is immune to frustration. You can be at the very top or the bottom of the ladder, irrespective, and still curse every morning that you must wake up to go to work. I share in this video the story of a man who showed he wasn't ready to go through the torture of being an employee and the dramatic way he resigned. I also talk about why most of us are addicted to our job. As an employee, there is always a superior you must report to. There is no escaping this, and this is one of the most demanding aspects of any job: horrible bosses. As long as you intend to keep working for someone, you will deal with difficult bosses at one time or another. Hence, most employees would gladly leave their jobs if they had the opportunity. Although, there are exceptions, people who genuinely love the organization they work in or their jobs. Many even work all their lives for one organization, which is applaudable. However, only a few people who stay long on a job do so out of love for their organization or the job. There are more instances where people remain because they had no choice or thought they had no choice. Many are also held back out of fear of the unknown. So, in cases where people resign, what is the motivation? Resignation can be due to several reasons. It all varies from person to person. Throughout my 15 years of working life, I have worked in 4 companies and resigned 3 times. I will soon leave for the 4th time. My motivation for leaving has always been because I got a better offer, as new organizations are often more ready to offer better packages, roles, and responsibilities. I have also seen people resign due to locational and marital issues, newlyweds or divorcees. Some also quit because they're bored and would love to experience different management. Quitting jobs can be addictive. It is like a dopamine effect. We leave one employment for another in anticipation of better prospects. The feeling wears out quickly after spending time in the new organization, and once again, we begin to look for a new experience. The most sarcastic resignation of all time. Some people take their jobs very seriously. They work to work. Salary and benefits are byproducts for them. They often do their jobs so diligently that they don't care about anything. They love their crafts so well that they immerse themselves in their career. Some do not have a boss over them, micromanaging them, and have been given power over their process. This sounds unbelievable, but it is true. The story of the late Shri Bal Thackeray, SBT, illustrates this. SBT was one of the most prominent men in India. Before joining politics, SBT worked as a cartoonist. One day, while SBT was busy drawing his next caricature for the regular column, his boss approached him to change the joke to fit the latest demands and sort out any political interference. SBT was not interested in making any changes. He drew what he thought was to be more logical and fit for the time. However, his boss was unhappy about SBT's adamance, and he made this clear. Either SBT fell in line, or he would get fired. Of course, SBT chose to resign. But he did it his way. Instead of writing a resignation letter, he drew it. Although comedic, the movie Horrible Bosses is popular, thanks to its portrayal of how many feel working a job with, as the name suggests, horrible bosses. Many could relate to the storyline. As mentioned earlier, many would leave their jobs if they had a better opportunity because of the toxicity often associated with the workplace, especially regarding their relationship with their bosses. Nothing is more infuriating than when you put your all and do your best on a job, but your effort is neither appreciated nor encouraged for a job well done by your boss. And, of course, we all know what it feels like to work for someone whose only job is to find fault in everything. There is also a lack of creative freedom in some jobs. Everything is always expected to be done by the books. Finally, there is an overall lack of freedom in most jobs. So, how can a job become an addiction? Have you ever wondered why some people would do everything to remain at work despite abuse and a toxic environment? The truth is, to some, their job has become an addiction, something they believe they cannot live without. You would not believe it, but if you work for more than 5 to 6 years, you're addicted to your job. You're addicted to your monthly salary. And Nasib Taleb has honestly written these beautiful words, which are pretty accurate for any job. The three most harmful addictions are heroin, carbohydrates, and a monthly salary. I have seen many people retire and then wishfully search for another job. Mind you, these are not poor people. However, they are addicted to the daily schedule and the demands of a 9-to-5 job, a crappy office, a narcissistic boss, and the feeling of being paid monthly. The overdependence on a paid job is a cycle that most people find hard to break. Working a job is essential. However, it must always be seen as one of many options. Working for an organization alone cannot make you wealthy or as wildly successful as you want to be. Getting a job is laudable and should be encouraged, as only some people are cut out for business. However, dependence on the job for financial freedom is why most stay addicted to their job, as their position gives them a semblance of financial security that does not exist. So, do you think you are addicted to your job?